Hello, everybody. Welcome into Saturday, March 30th, 2024. Unlike some of us, I think on the West Coast, today's April 1st. Speaking of West Coast, I'm going to share something later on. And I'm just not sure at what point in time I'm going to share that. Anyway, welcome into Ken Stout Live with the Zoom Homies. The Zoom Homies with Ken Stout Live. I am your host, Ken Stout. They are the homies. They being William, Dawson, Jeff, Ryman, Sam, Gregory, Greg, Guy, Sin, Rich, and Darren Gilhome. I'm going to start out with about the fourth chat down tonight on the highlight thing. It's from Brian. It says, Robert Weston Smith has left the building. He bets I'm the only one that will know, that will get that. His clue was he was on Zoom on Doug's earlier. Was that an Easter egg? Now, I put a comment down a little bit later, like 5 minutes ago, and I said, Brian has to be referring to, let me find where it's at here. Did that not show up on mine? Okay, apparently not. Anyway, I put the comment, Brian has to be referring to, quote, the all-night preacher from Stereo 92. That should give it away as to who he's referring to. There are probably those of us that remember that specific line being used in a rock song back from the 70s. Before anyone gets a chance to Google it, he was referring to his character, the Wolfman. Specifically, he was referring to Wolfman Jack. Don't ask me how I knew. I just knew that that's who he was referring to. Good evening. Well, you too, Ken. Yeah, exactly, John. Weird things like that I remember. And as soon as I read it, my first thought was, oh yeah, the all-night preacher from Stereo 92 in the song. It's, oh gosh, Don't Call Us, We'll Call You. I don't think that's the name of the song. It's about a rock band getting started and they're having problems getting an agent and getting things going. It will come to me, and I've lost Zoom. I know Zoom's still running because I see it on the monitoring screen. Anyway, yeah, there it is. It just takes it a minute to catch up. I had to restart my computer 3 times today. Once because it said it had an update, which it says that right now. Once because I was watching BH Ringer's coin stream earlier tonight, as well as a couple of the other people he was streaming with, and my computer just went to Arkansas on its own. I wasn't even doing anything. My hands were beats me what happened, but that was restart number 2, and then right before the show just now I had to restart again, and I don't know what's going on. So I may be a legitimate, hey Doug, I need help participant next Saturday. Oh, Greg, you'll be happy to know I got the grass mowed today. I actually finished it.
I cut my grass in the back too. It was getting way too long.
Yeah, ours in the back was way. I almost readjusted the deck level. I thought, no, I'll fight through this, which I did. And we've got tulips blooming, finally. We have 4 out front that are blooming and several out back that are blooming. The yellow and red ones are out back, and the weird colored ones are up front. I'll get pictures of those probably tomorrow. It was a good day. It was a good day we discussed the barn. We discussed whether we're going to keep it or get rid of it. And if there's no value to it other than possibly eye candy or eye appeal, there's no need to keep the barn because it's just a big blob in my opinion. UConn made it back to the Final Four, I saw. They destroyed Illinois, which that doesn't bother me any. I'm not a big Illinois fan anyway, so. Alabama was beating Clemson at the half, and that's all I know. I haven't even watched 1 minute of basketball today. John Williams is checking out motherboards on Amazon. One was listed with 3 different sockets. Totally crazy. Really? Wow. I should make you a moderator so you can drop a link into the channel so we can check that out. You are now a moderator, John. You can drop the link for that if you'd like, please. Or you can drop a link to your channel, or you can drop a link to anyone else's channel you recommend. That's the primary purpose for links. Everyone can drop their links to wherever they'd like to drop their links to. I do have good moderators. Tony Wallow, I never worry about things. B.H. Ringer, he takes care of things. Y'all, Sam does a good job. Rick does a good job. Y'all do a really good job of keeping the riffraff out of here. And so far, knock on wood, we haven't had any issues at all. You're quite welcome for the mod status, John. Not a problem whatsoever. Bama up 3. Yep, they are up 3. 35-32, I believe it is. I did run through some scores real quick, although I forgot to check the baseball score. Anybody? Yeah. English. Anybody wants to look up the Cincinnati-Washington baseball score for me? That would be cool. Yeah, I'm gonna wait and test Doug's theory out as to why the dollars keep dropping, and then if it does, then cool. If not, then we'll wait and see. And basically, I know it doesn't sound like it. I've taken the attitude of I really don't care. I didn't think I was gonna make any money whatsoever. I just had kind of regulated myself to accept that, and then when I got to 102 pretty quick, I thought, well, this isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And then now that it's dropping, maybe it is as bad as I thought it was going to be. I don't know. I wonder if I were to reposition the Zoom window itself, how bad that's going to screw things up. Nope, not going to do it. I'm going to play Doug here. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. Mrs. K and I discussed moving back into the studio. That'll take place when we get back from vacation. She has authorized me to put the bed in the garage, so I'm going to have to buy the covers for the mattress and the springs, and the dresser's coming in here, and I get the entire room to myself for a studio. So I heard you guys discussing a desk a while ago, or you're going to build a desk or something. I'm going to have to buy a new desk, and she bought off onto that too. I was surprised. And then she was like, wait. Go ahead, Bill.
The desk I'm going to build is going to be a 7-foot by 8-foot L.
That's a big desk.
It's a sheet of plywood.
You building the desk?
Yeah, I'm building it. It's one sheet of 4x8 plywood cut in half.
I would say share your plans, but obviously you haven't drawn them out yet, and you're not buying it from Amazon, so it's kind of hard to share your plans. Oh wait, he's gonna hold up picture. Hold on, let me spotlight you.
Let's see. Okay, it's drawn in pencil.
That's a big desk. And like all good architects, you got all your notes there on the side that nobody understands but you.
Yep.
Oh, what? Just because that's the connection part list and figure out what's on the system?
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, I'm restricted. She was like, well, why not put it over there on that wall? And I said, because the two monitors that are already the two monitors that are already mounted to the wall, I'm not moving them. And besides, I lose space by doing that. I'm just pleased I get the room back and the bed. Now the bed will come, if we get someone comes over to stay or whatever, we can bring the bed back in and drop it. That's not a big deal. And the dresser, it needs to be in here anyway. Rich, did you get your audio issues worked out?
Yeah, I just moved Zoom over to the other computer.
Okay. Did you get did you get the video card put in?
No. I know from the box yet. What?
Would you like us to remote into your computer and help you put the video card in?
No.
That would be pretty cool.
By That's why I think I moved Zoom up. I brought Zoom up on the other screen. That's why it got out before.
Yeah. I am honestly looking forward to getting back in there because this 3 monitor situation, 4 works out so perfectly great for me, that this 3 just, it don't work. It just does not work at all. Tim out of this world tech whiz, whatever his name is, says, hello guy, hi guys, hi everyone, I miss you guys. Hello Tim. Haven't seen Bobby Warren in a few days. I hope he's all right. He usually pops in from time to time and says hi. I did hear from Ski Man. I got an email from him this morning. He's okay. He's just busy. Things are going on. Springtime. Him and Greg are in competition to see who can mow their grass the most. I think Greg's going to win that battle. The
Yeah,
front, you can barely... Go ahead, Greg.
I might do the front tomorrow.
Yeah, our yard's so small, I can do both the front and the back end. It took me about 45 minutes this evening because I'm a little out of mowing shape, if you will. But that'll come and go. I mean, I'll get that back a couple, 3 times. Oh, Cincinnati lost 7-6. Wow. Not good. He came on, Tim said that Bobby came on his stream earlier tonight. Okay, good. Just was kind of concerned how he was doing. Hadn't heard from him. Have not heard from the Cheekster all day today. I know he was going Easter egg hunting at 1 o'clock at the church. I don't think there was any kind of food involved other than the Easter eggs themselves. Tomorrow's his breakfast and his big dinner for Easter, so he probably won't be here tonight because he's got to be up early in the morning to go to his Easter egg breakfast. That's all I got. He went to the beach
Alex
today.
didn't want me to go. You sure Alex doesn't want me to go design and build his desk for him?
Yeah, good luck with that. Alex is the most set in his ways 30-year-old man I've ever known. He's not going to get him to change. That's I know firsthand, believe me. I've been there physically and was getting progress made on rearranging and organizing and hiding his cables. And I really wished we would have recorded it because it was absolutely hilarious to see the shock and fear on his face of, oh no, he picked another cable up. I mean, it was absolutely hilarious. John Williams says, I can mow his yard in 14 minutes. Wow. That ain't never happening. And we want to move to a bigger house with a bigger yard. Or maybe I need my head looked at. I don't know.
You're gonna have to get a riding mower if you do that.
That wouldn't really bother me, actually, to get a small little riding mower.
Yeah, I can mow the little patch I've got in about that time with a push mower by hand, real type.
Yeah.
Because it's a very small patch. Rained all day. I was going to get that done today and trim bushes in the front, and it rained all day.
Yeah, we had thunderstorms this morning.
No storm, just drizzle all day long, enough to keep everything wet to make me not want to stand in the rain.
Yeah,
and
right. Right, just doggone it. Look, there's another drop. Can't go outside.
Well, but it was drizzling and it got down to about 48.
That's
I'm not going to
chilly.
stand out in the cold in the rain.
Yeah, that's chilly. Speaking of lower temperatures, we're 60 all the way through Wednesday, and then it drops to 41, 47. And then it rebounds back up to 71 by Monday of the following week. So hopefully spring is here.
Close. We're about 49 right now. It claims it got up to 60, but it didn't feel like it.
Right. We were 70 something. I know I broke
dressed
out
all
in
up in my
sweat.
work clothes and got my boots on and everything. And just as I walked outside about 10 o'clock, it started to sprinkle. And it wasn't supposed to start until noon. I thought I was going to have 2 hours to get my little patch in front done, and I didn't.
John says he's got his neighbors trained so well he's not done snow removal in 15 months. Now that's good training. We haven't had snow removal except for the one time this year, and it melted off the driveway the next day. So I've not shoveled any snow this year. I did last year, and we're done with snow. Snow is over. Snow is over until October 15th, 2027. That's when the next snow date's going to happen. That's what I hear anyway. That's the official word from Microsoft. Kind of fun being on Doug today. The Zoom homies were represented with William, myself, and Brian.
You mean Wolfman Jack?
Wolfman Jack, that's right. That is right.
I'm going to hide my face while I eat my salad.
Yeah, I haven't even had dinner yet. I dropped her off and came in, and the computer decided to do what it was doing, and it mentally exhausted me. I found all but the one picture that I was looking for. And I finally just said, it's gone. Don't care. Obviously, if I can't find it in a matter of a couple minutes, it's not that important. It probably was some kind of weird introduction thing I found off the internet because it said I-intro-1618428885.jpg. I looked for it a little bit when I still got that memory burned in that number. 41 tonight. I didn't see what we were currently. I'm going to reopen the sliding doors later. I closed it. It's 60 right now. Overnight low of 52. It was warm today. They're saying our high today was 76. I believe it. I did sweat cutting the grass. And I took a bottle of water just to be safe. The barn, I believe, is 8 feet wide by 12 feet across, and I base that off the floor in the barn, which is a sheet of plywood, and then looks to be a half of a sheet, so that would be 12 feet, and then it's 2 side by side, which is 4 feet. Plywood's 8 by 4, so it's probably 12 by 8. Wouldn't miss it. I'd have to do the Greg thing and sow, the land, till it up, sow it, and plant grass seed and whatnot. But other than that, but then I got to thinking too, if we're going to move in about a year, that'd be kind of silly to get rid of it and go through all that work to make it look, decent and then move. We did that in Vegas. We did a lot of work on the house and then we moved. I don't really want to do that again. Speaking of Vegas, I spoke to my friend today and we came to the conclusion that we might be spending the night at the Treasure Island on the Strip. $57 for the room. Not a bad deal for the room. However, I imagine to park at the Venetian, it's probably going to be $100, and then for everything else, they're going to. When it's all said and done, we figured it's going to be a couple $100. So I don't know that that's actually going to happen or not. But we talked about the fact Jeff lives down by the South Point. My other friend lives up by Aliante. My other friend lives out even further north than that. Jack lives down off Sierra. Getting us all together in one central location is really going to be interesting. Is that Captain Kirk, the Wrath of Khan? I have no idea. Greg sent me this picture a long time ago. And then we, in DaVinci, added some text behind it about Alex and Joshy and Sean and a couple of other people. Have no idea.
Yes, that's the William Shatner.
Right. Is that from The Wrath of Khan, though? Is that when he was yelling
Yeah,
Khan?
I believe so.
Well, you just missed getting to stay in the Tropicana. They're closing down this week.
No.
And they jacked up the room rates if you want to stay there in the last couple of days.
For nostalgic purposes, sure. Yeah, stay here before we tear it down. And, oh, by the way, we're going to... Yeah, of course. Of course.
Well, it looks pretty worn on the inside, according to all the news articles about it, but they got a lot of nostalgia guests the last couple of weeks.
We'll figure out where we're going to stay.
The company that's running the casino part, I think that went to Bally's, and they're close to going down the toilet on a teardown.
Really? Wow.
You know, they are shutting the casino down in a way to keep their license if they rebuild something else on the site. Not all of the site's going to be used for the new stadium. Uh, well over half of it is being reserved to build a new casino hotel. But there was a separate article that said they're in trouble. Now, the ones that own the land aren't the same ones that hold the gaming license. I mean, it's one of those deals.
That would be interesting to look into how that deal works.
Well, out in Summerlin, if you go to, I think of the one that's out there, it's a Marriott hotel, but somebody else owns the gaming license. Oh, and the Suncoast is going to be remodeled completely over the next 2 or 3 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't they just go through a remodeling like in 20, I don't know,
No.
18? No? I thought they did.
No. Not what the article said anyway. It's 20 some years since it's had anything done to it, supposedly.
Oh, wow.
And the Suncoast is the most garish looking casino we have in the suburbs. Good night.
Yeah, we're looking forward to the trip. We discussed it a little bit more today. She's going to pack half the house. Can't wait till that day. I'm still not taking the golf clubs. There's just not going to be time to get around to golfing.
And the other one that's out there, the one with the Marriott in it, is the Rampart.
Rampart, yeah. I liked Rampart. I
It
can't
is, and
remember.
they have a buffet that's nice yet.
I can't remember if it was the Suncoast or Rampart that had the best breakfast buffet of all the casinos we went to for breakfast buffet. And I should know.
I haven't eaten breakfast buffet in a long time, so I can't tell you.
They had a
Rampart
lot.
buffet right now is very good.
Where at?
Rampart is very good right now. I don't know about breakfast, but the lunch and dinner buffet is very good.
Yeah. They had 2 different omelet stations where you could get your eggs, omelets made, or you just get eggs made to order. Then they had, the normal bacon, sausage, corned beef hash, hash browns, other types of potatoes, oatmeal, grits, of course, donuts. It was a good buffet. We really liked it. We enjoyed it. We ate there quite a bit on her days off for breakfast. Mrs. K just texted me and asked if I was streaming. I do believe I'm streaming. Not 100% sure. She's having a rough night. She's in a new area again tonight. And kind of frustrating that they put their best workers in the worst place. Oh, speaking of workers, the debacle at Walmart today led to me meeting 2 managers when I went to get the oil changed. It did not go well in the beginning, but it turned out okay. While they were figuring out the snafu, one of the managers and I had a very pleasant conversation about Walmart in general and some specifics. We talked about the Spark program, and it's about as convoluted as you can imagine. Most of the time they are Walmart employees, but there is an outside entity, if you will, that can go in there and do the shopping and deliver it as well. That is not affiliated with Spark. Spark is Walmart employees. The people that do that are not. He said he didn't like it, but there appears to be nothing they can do to change it. Every Walmart in the city of Indianapolis is going to look like Target. He said he hates that, but there's nothing he can do about it. He's got to be the good executive manager and follow along, yes sir, no sir, yada yada yada.
Did you see the article on Yahoo homepage today about Walmart?
I have not. I did not.
People are complaining about getting rid of the self-serve checkouts.
We talked about that. Thank you for bringing that up. We talked about that. I said, is it true that you have to be a Walmart Plus member to use the self-service checkout? area. He sighed and he said, "We are currently not enforcing that. However, it is being test trialed in other states and other Walmarts, and the trend is they are going to move to that." I said, "Well, you know you're going to lose customers when you do that. I personally am not going to give you money to check myself out." I said, "I don't check myself out now unless it's bright and early in the morning and there's nobody around. And if you're going to charge me whatever your Walmart Plus is, I guarantee you're going to lose me as a customer." And he said, "I know, but, you know, again, what can I do about it?" Well, stand up and tell them it's a stupid idea. I don't know.
Now, this article that was on the Yahoo homepage, I don't know where it was, but people want them to leave the self-serve checkouts, apparently, in some places. And they're complaining when they're being removed. And the article indicated that for this particular situation, that the store managers were given the authority to judge how many of each kind you would have. Whether you're going to leave some self-serve, whether you're going to go back to cashier checkouts or whatever. Now, they weren't talking about this Walmart thing you were talking about, the Plus program.
Right. I'm okay with checking out. I don't like it, but over the years I've come to accept it. I don't like to have to look vegetables up when we get single item vegetables, like 3 tomatoes or 2 onions or whatever. I do not like that. I don't have the little cheat sheet thing that they have that they can put in the SKU number or whatever, and I don't like that. Other than that, I'm okay with it. I mean, it's just they kind of went to that, and it's grown on me. But if they actually enforce, you have to be a Walmart Plus customer. And earlier today on Zoom, we discussed, well, how are they going to verify that? Do you get a Walmart Plus card and you say, "Here's my card, look, I'm a member," or what? John says he complained at the local Walmart and they brought back full service checkouts in Madison, Wisconsin. I complain a lot and nothing gets done.
Well, on the Plus thing, it might be like I've got a Kroger card, okay, where I get points and all that crap.
Right.
I'd have to scan your Plus card before it'll let you check out something.
That's yeah. Scan your card to activate the register. Yeah, that's true. Never thought about that. Yeah, we've got a Kroger Plus card. We haven't been in Kroger in probably 6-7 months now. Thinking about going back, I'm trying to decide if maybe some of the quality of food from Walmart's what some of my stomach issues are or what. And we've actually discussed going back to Kroger. We're not going to grocery shop at Costco because it's just the two of us, and we could buy enough bulk food from Costco to last a year, I would think.
I don't grocery shop at Costco. One, they don't have store brands for cereals.
No.
I like the Kroger store brands they have at Smith's. And if you watch for specials at Smith's, which is Kroger basically, you can beat the prices at Costco on most food items.
Wow. Yeah, I'll let you know how that goes as well. It's 10:29. I'm going to go ahead and go ahead.
Well, at least when I count the gas, I've got a Smith's a mile away, and I have to drive quite a ways to get to Costco.
And you get points toward getting a discount on the fuel, right?
Yeah. I mean, I pay $59 a year for this program at Smith's, and it gives me free next day delivery if I ever am sick and want it or something like that. Plus, I get twice the points, and I save more than that on the gas I buy at Smith's. So even if I never have anything home delivered, I'm still ahead.
Yeah, I agree with John 100%. It's pretty bad when you check yourself out and a store associate wants to verify yourself. I agree. They want you to check yourself out, but then they look at your receipt and I don't get it. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up with just a generic thank you to everyone on YouTube. I want to thank William, Jeff, Sam, Sin, Rich, who's having some issues earlier. Darren Gilholm, I believe I got the time correctly set to BST. I think your time may have changed by now. I'm not 100% sure. I guess I could look at the clock and tell you. Yeah, it's 3:30 in the morning. He said it changed at 3, so they are now, the clocks are correct. And of course, I want to thank Greggy, as Mrs. K is starting to call him now. Somehow we got to talking about you, and I was cutting the grass, and she goes, "Oh, you mean Greggy?" Oh, you got a name for yourself, Greg. You got a name. So thank you guys. I'll see you tomorrow night at 10 o'clock. Have a great Easter, whatever your activities are going to be it breakfast, be it a dinner, be it a lunch, Easter egg hunting, whatever. Have fun. See you tomorrow. I probably will put at least one recording out tomorrow on DaVinci, possibly 2. Not that I'm in any kind of race with anybody but myself. I'm not. Good night. Thank you.